Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk has announced plans to temporarily suspend the right to asylum as part of the new migration strategy to combat irregular migration. You see, as day goes by, you see that more and more countries in Europe they are seeing migration as their bigger problem, of which is not supposed to be so, and of which you can equally testify to it that most of these countries are equally having low fertility rate, or they are the rate of their people giving birth are declining. You can equally agree that most of these countries they are having serious work shortages, and they are tightening their immigration laws. Yes, they forget that people have been migrating since the origin of mankind. And the way this migration issue is going in Europe, and with these countries, some of them implementing temporary controls or checks in their borders, if care is not taken, the emergence of the far right in Europe here will lead to the collapse of the only thing that the European Union have achieved, which is free movement within the Schengen area. Yes, it's just a matter of time, because when the far right has the majority in Brussels, then the European Union will be at the verge of collapsing if care is not taken. During a speech at a meeting of his center-right civic coalition political grouping in Warsaw, Tusk said people smugglers aided by Belarus and Russia were abusing the rights to asylum. Since 2021, Poland has seen a huge increase in the number of people, mainly from the Middle East, Africa, Asia, crossing into the country illegally from Belarus. Warsaw has accused Belarus and Russia of hybrid warfare, directing the flow of migrants towards the European Union in a bid to destabilize the bloc. Both countries denied this. When the migration crisis began in August 2021, in that month alone, 8 times as many people tried to cross the border illegally than had attempted to do so in the whole of 2020. Dozens continue to attempt to cross the border daily. Tusk said he would present the new migration policy at a government meeting on October 15. You see, truth be told, if these countries that are implementing or reforming these immigration laws, they decide to trade on the part of humanity, they will understand that the more they tighten their borders, the more dangerous these journeys will become, and the more people will die who are embarking on these dangerous journeys. And the more the smugglers will be making more money, because the higher the risk, the higher the money the smugglers will be collecting from these people. To the detriment of these people, whether they succeed or not, the smugglers don't care. Yes, that is just the way it is. Under international law, countries are obliged to offer people the right to claim asylum. Tusk did not say how he would justify the move to his EU partners. One of the elements of the migration strategy will be the temporary territorial suspension of the right to asylum, the Prime Minister said. I will demand this. I will demand recognition in Europe for this decision, he added. We know very well how it is used by Lukashenko, Putin, by people smugglers, people traffickers, who this right to asylum is used exactly against the essence of the right to asylum, he said. Poland must take back 100% control over who comes to Poland, he added. Nobody is arguing that Poland can't take control over that. But how Poland is going to take that control is what we should be mindful of, or what we'll be expecting Poland to give explanation on how they intend to do that. Many of the migrants who cross into the country from Belarus do not stay, instead entering Germany. The trend has prompted Berlin to introduce checks on its border with Poland. Tusk's pro-Europe coalition government surprised many by continuing a hardline migration policy implemented by the previous right-wing Law and Justice government, which authorized pushbacks and built a 5.5-meter high steel fence along 186 kilometers, 115 miles of its border with Belarus. So it is only time will tell how Poland intends to achieve all this.